Good morning once again to the BAC members, BAC TWG, BAC Secretariat, observers, partners in the development and the people of the Republic of the Philippines, especially the constituents of Sultan Kudarat, 2nd District Engineering Office. Today, May 28, 2026, I would like to welcome you to our pre-bid conference. In line with Department Order 105 Series of 2020, pursuant to Administrative Order 34, issued by the previous President Rodrigo Duterte, dated October 23, 2020, wherein the principles of transparency and accountability in the public service were reiterated, and in order to avoid irregularities in the procurement process, transparency and accountability in all government transactions, especially in procurement process, shall be observed. I formally welcome you to our DPWH SK.m YouTube live streaming for the pre-bid conference of 6 civil works projects. Before we start, I would like to request the BAC Secretariat, Mr. Lorizo, to read the attendance.
Morning everyone for the attendance of the pre-bid conference for civil works. For our BAC members, we have our Presiding Officer, BAC Chairperson, the Chief of the Maintenance Section, Engineer Renato G. Castor, our BAC Vice Chairperson, the Chief of the Planning and Design Section, Engineer Abdiel Ampatuan, our BAC Regular Member, Engineer Joaira Magrang, our BAC Provisional Member, also our NGC President for Civil Works, the Chief of the Construction Section, Engineer Pinkis Duruin. Through with our live streaming, here with us, our BAC Provisional Member, Engineer J. Cordero. For our BAC Technical Working Group, headed by Engineer Rafi Camamo, we have the members of the BAC Technical Working Group, Engineer Conejin Padilla and Engineer Dominic Madriaga. For our BAC Secretariat, headed by Engineer Anthony Pideman, members of the BAC Secretariat, yours truly, Franco Rebal-Rizzo, and Sir Alan Mempreno. For observers, we have invited observers so far, wala na pong observer na nandito.
Thank you, Mr. Lorizo. I would like to formally open this session at exactly 10:24 in the morning. The four agenda of the pre-bid are as follows. 1. Representation. Below the representation, the basic contract data, requirements of bidding documents, documents to be submitted by the bidders. Number 2. Question, comments from the bidders and replies of BAC and other representative of procuring entity. 3. Other matters. 4. Summary proceedings, including bid bulletins to be issued. We have 6 projects for the pre-bid conference. For the first project to be discussed, the 26M006, construction of road protection structure, Isulan Junction in Aquino Road. Key 1812 to plus 410 to key 1812 plus 460. Key 1812 plus 640 to key 1812 plus 690. Key 1812 plus 710 to key 1812 plus 803. Key 1813 plus 250 to key 1813 plus 350. Key 1813 plus 900 to key 1813 plus 970. The location, Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat. The EBC of 126,997,860. Now I will give the floor to the planning engineers for the basic contract data as well as the discussion of plans.
Once again, good morning everyone, and to all the BAC and TW members, good morning, and to those who are watching online. So let's proceed to this brief discussion of the project 26MH006 with name of contract construction of road slope protection structure, Isulan Junction, Ninoy Aquino Road, 1812 plus 410 to 1812 460. 1812 plus 640 to 1812 690, 1812 710 to 1812 803, 1813 to 50 to 1813 350, and 1813 900 to 1813 970. Contract location will be on Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat, and the ABC for And the ABC is 126,997,860 pesos. Contract duration is 250 calendar days. Let us proceed with our detailed engineering design for these projects. So the road section is on SOO 737MN. So on here, on the second page, we have here the Sultan Kudarat 2nd District Engineering Office. And meron lang pong clarification dito because hindi po nag-coincide itong physical target dito. We have 5,625 and i-ask ko lang po yung nag-prepare nitong plan. Next here on this page, we have here the abbreviations and symbols, the general notes. We have the index of sheets. Next, we have here our sections for this project. Section 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. We have here the geotag photos, also the coordinates on each sections. We have here the summary of quantities. We have earthwork, sub-base and base courses, surfaces courses, the bridge construction, the drainage and slope protection structures, and miscellaneous structures. In this page, we can see here our typical cross sections, details for section 2, 3, 4, and 5. On the left side, we have our retaining wall. We have also widening of pavement for each side. Also, we have here on our left side, on the right side, we have slope protection with steel sheet pile. We have also on the details of our, again, structures, the detail of maintenance stairs. We have also proposed box culvert, the details of our single barrel box culvert, details of wing wall, the details of our solar light post, details of our chevron, our thermoplastic pavement markings, the details of our pavement, the details of transition on widening horizontal simple curve. Here in section 1, so we have to provide the structure, concrete slope structure, and it has a widening on both sides and canal at left side. So ito po yung mga cross sections. You can see here our structures and our retaining wall with cutting. Next is our section 2. So on section 2, we will provide PCCP widening on both sides and line canal at the left side with proposed box culvert with a dimension of 1.25 by 1.25 by 16 meters. So here are the cross sections. So in the section 3, we also have the widening of PCCP and line canal at left side. Again, the cross sections. On the section 4, we also have the PCCP widening on both sides and line canal at the left side. So here are also the cross sections. So here is the detail of structure on section 5. So merong recreation area on the top of our PCCP. So it is a parang triple double berm siya na structures. May with retaining wall sa taas. We have here the general traverse plan for section 5. So we have a widening at both sides and still line canal on left side. So here is the cross sections for each section. So here we can see the traffic management plan. So it is layout 7 case 1. So provided in each type of section. We have here the construction traffic warning, the warnings, construction traffic warnings, and our DPWH standard project billboard. So on the next project, with the contract ID of contract ID of 26MH0048, concreting of road from proper Chua to Spar 6, Sitio Goldfield to Sitio Balnan to Sitio Sinagandal, Barangay Chua, Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat. Station 00 to Station 1000, located at Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat, with the ABC of 14,700,000 pesos. Contract duration is 76 calendar days. Let's proceed with our detailed engineering design plan. So we have a physical target of 2 lane kilometer. On the second page, we have the index of the drawings. We have the project site. The beginning of project, Station 0, northing is seen in this page, the end of the project. We have here the Philippine map, vicinity map. Next, we have here the general notes. We have legend, symbols, and abbreviations. The general notes. We have here also the quarry map. Also, on this page, we have the summary of quantities. We have earthworks, sub-base and base courses, surfaces courses, drainage, and slope protection structures. On this page, we have the quantity sheets. For each section, we have on 1 kilometer. We have here the typical roadway section with normal ground, with super elevation and landslide protection, with RC pipe culvert, and with super elevation with slope protection with block. We have also a straight line diagram. So kikita dito yung assignment kung anong mga structures yung inalagay for each stations. We have here the traverse plan. You can see the mayroong mga benchmark, and we have the beginning of proposed project with 23 mm thick PCCP. The details of our typical plan of 2-lane pavement. We have geometric design standards. We have the details of our RCPC, the RCPC installation. Have also the perspective view, elevation, cross-section of our 1.2 height grouted riprap. I have also here the details of our 3 meters grouted riprap for our slip protections. On the succeeding pages, we can see here the detailed, the typical, the cross-sections with specific stationings. On this page, we can see here our traffic management plan, the work set area, and where can we place our bollards, our signages. Here are the details of our construction mesh fence barricade and details of 2-sided frames. the road plastic barriers, traffic safety vests, traffic cones, bollards, and barrier boards. And on the last page, we have here our DPWH standard project billboard. On the next project, we have the contract ID of 26MH0016, replacement of bridge Barurao Bridge B00622MN along Awang Upi Libak Kalamansig Palimbang Salangani Road. Location is on Libak Sultan Kudarat with the ABC of 20,760,320 pesos. Contract duration is 196 calendar days. Let's proceed with our detailed engineering design. We have a 18-meter bridge. The station is on K1937-180 to K1937-190. We have here the summary of quantities. We have earthworks, sub-base and base courses, surfaces courses, bridge construction. We have drainage and slope protection structures and miscellaneous structures. We have here the index of sheets. On the next is, you can see here the quarry map, and Puli River will be the quarry site for this project. On this page, we have seen here our general notes for the bridge, the abbreviations and symbols. We have also geohazard maps, the tsunami hazard map, liquefaction hazard map, and updated flood and landslide hazard map of Libak Sultan Kudarat. Here is our vicinity map of the project and the topographic plan for this project site. Also here is the general plan, general elevation, and typical section of each. So we have to replace the project. The scope of this project is the replacement of bridge on the inner lanes of our bridge. So we have a RC piles, 12 RC piles on each abutment. On this page, we have the roadway profile and the river profile, and the designer have removed and replaced the three pavement in order to para mahabol yung elevation ng bridge on each abutment. We have here the bore log hydraulic design data, the details of our framing plan, the details of the sections for framing. We have also the abutment detail, the plan. We have also abutment detail for elevation section and schedule of reinforcement for the framing plan. Also, we have details for our multiplex expansion joints, the details of our girder, the bottom bar schematic layout, the section at midspan and the details. We have also here for the quantities, the camber design, intermediate diaphragm details, and the concrete pouring sequence. The next page, we have here the details of our pile, the details and schedule of our approach slabs. So 4-lane approach slab yung ating i-repair dito. We have also the details of our abutment protection, RC structure. We have also the details on our proposed flood control for this bridge. So, merong mga stationing dito and its location and its length. We have also the typical plan of 2-lane pavement. We have also our CAFR damming plan, elevation and its details. We have sandbag section details. We have also here details of our standard painting. So, meron ding thermoplastic 53 meter center line point 15 cm solid yellow barrier line on the center line, 53 meters broken line on the outer, and 53 meters solid on outer line. We have the road sections, we have the river cross sections, we have the details of our solar lights, and also the details and schedule of our street lights. On the next page, we have here our traffic warnings, the bridge warnings, and our traffic management plan, layout 9, closure of inner lane, since yung scope of the project will be the replacement of bridge on the inner lanes of our road. So the last page, we have here the DPWH standard project billboard. Next project is contract ID of this project is 26MH0049. Name of contract is concreting of Barangay Paitan to Barangay Gamalla Road, Barangay Paitan, Esperanza, Sultan Kudarat. Station 0 to Station 800. Location is Esperanza, Sultan Kudarat. ABC is 9.8 million. Contract duration is 53 calendar days. Let's proceed with our detailed engineering design. So the physical target of this project is 1.6 lane kilometer. The index of we have in the next page we have the index of the drawings. We have here the Philippine map, vicinity map, and the location map with northing on the northing and easting on the beginning of and end of the projects. We have next is the general notes, the legend, symbols, and abbreviations. The DPWH quarry map, the summary of quantities. So we have earthworks, sub-base and base courses, surfaces courses, and drainage and slope protection structures. So we have here the quantity sheets for each stations. We have the typical roadway sections with normal crown and with RC pipe culverts with headboard. Also, we can see here the straight line diagram. So it is specified that RCPC will be installed on assigned sections. We have also the traverse plan and center line profile with benchmarks. Also the details of our pavement, the geometric design standards, our details of our RCPC installation, and next are the detailed cross sections for each stations. The next is our traffic management plan. So I guess layout 7, phase 1. The details of our construction mesh fence barricade, plastic barriers, and safety vest. And the last page will be our DPWH standard project report. For the next project, we have here our (26MH0093) construction completion phase 2 of multipurpose building gymnasium, Barangay Villamonte, Libak, Sultan Kudarat, 6.724315, 124.24645474 the station. Barangay Villamonte, Libak, Sultan Kudarat. Coordinates. We have here the perspective view, the site development plan, the location map, and also the geotag photos. On the next page, we have here our floor plan. And note, the gym is 557.4 square meter. Bleacher is 133.76 square meter. stage is 120.30 square meter with a total of 811.46 square meter. Note that wall finishes must be applied with neutralizer, concrete, sealer, primer, patching, compound, skim coat, and two coats of paint, semi-gloss latex. Repainting of all the existing masonry concrete structure. The next page we have here the rear elevation and the front elevation. So meron din note. So same lang yung note dun sa page. We have also the details of our the right side elevation and the left side elevation. The sectional elevation through Y and sectional elevation through X. The roof plan. We have also the schedule of ceiling finishes, schedule of floor and wall finishes. Our ceiling layout plan, the section, the schedule of door, ceiling joist detail, the plastic chair, and our portable speaker, volleyball with poles and stands. Also the details of fence and sliding gate, its isometric section view. On the next page we have here the general construction notes, the foundation plan, the details of girth, the beam layout, roof framing plan, the details of our bleacher, details of column and wall footing, the detail of splice, rafter, and sagrad, the water waste layout plan. Also the specifications are here. Also the isometric water waste plan line layout. And note that the use of 3 inches PVC downspout with roof drain strainer. Our lighting layout plan, our power layout plan, the panel board diagram, also the fire extinguisher layout plan, the flood hazard map of Libak Sultan Kudarat, and the summary of quantities. And the last page will be the DPWH standard project report. On the next project, we have here 26 MH0108. Name of contract is construction, completion of gymnasium, Masyag National High School, Barangay Masyag, Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat. The location is on Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat with ABC of 2,970,000 pesos. Contract duration is 111 calendar days. Let's proceed with our detailed engineering design. So it is located in Barangay Masyag, Sultan Kudarat. The next page is on our perspective view, the site development plan, the location map, and the geotag photo of this project. So we have here the existing gym and existing stage. So the proposed will be projects will be bleachers and proposed concrete line canal. So we have here note the total square meter is 896.9 square meter, and the wall finishes must be applied with neutralizer, concrete sealer, primer, patching, compound, skim coat, and 2 coats of paint, semi-gloss latex. Here the front elevation, the rear elevation, our left side elevation and right side elevation. Also the sectional elevation through Y and through X. Our roof plan, our plastic chair, portable speaker, volleyball net, and hardwood podium. We have also our hang basketball ring, 2 sets, our general construction notes, our roof framing plan, details of our rafter, the water waste layout plan, our isometric water waste line layout. We have also the lighting layout plan, our power layout plan, our panel board diagram. We have also here the fire extinguisher layout plan. The updated landslide and flood hazard map of Bagumbayan, Sultan Kudarat. Also, the summary of quantities on each item and our DPWH standard project report. So if you have queries, please don't hesitate to refer it to the planning and design section. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer RG, for the discussion. Next agenda is the documents to be submitted by the bidders to be discussed by the technical working group.
Good morning once again. To all our prospective bidders, these are the list of documents that you have to be submit. It composed of two component envelope po. Merong technical component envelope at saka meron tayong financial component envelope. So sa technical component envelope, meron po tayong tatlong category. Merong legal documents, technical documents, pati yung ating financial documents. So ano pa yung nakapaloob sa ating legal documents? First, kailangan natin magpasa ng PhilGIPS registration, dapat platinum membership po, and or registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives or equivalent documents. Next is yung mayor's permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located. So, make sure po yung business permit natin is kung saan po yung main office po ng ating firm. Next is yung tax clearance per Executive Order number 398/2005 as finally reviewed and approved by Bureau of Internal Revenue. So make sure po yung mga legal documents na i-attach po natin, dapat po yung check natin yung validity, make sure na hindi po expired. Next is yung sa technical documents, andun po yung number 1 na kailangan na-attach, yung statement of prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. If any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Along with it is the statement of bidder's single largest completed contracts or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under condition provided by under the rules. Another attachment po is yung Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or yung PCAB license. Make sure na valid po. And next is yung for joint venture naman, pwede rin ng special PCAB license for joint venture. And registration for the type and cost of contract to be bid. Next attachment is yung original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission. Or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And also yung kailangan na i-attach yung project requirements which shall include the following. Next is yung organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, andun po yung project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foreman. So make sure po na yung personnel na ilalagay natin, particularly yung project engineer and materials engineers, are accredited po ng DPWH. So only accredited project engineers shall be assigned to DPWH project subject to the limits of assignment pursuant to the Department Order 148 Series of 2024. Next attachment is yung list of contractors, major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by the proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of project as the case may be. So, make sure po yung kung ano nakalagay sa plan na pledge ng equipment, dapat na-reflect po yun sa ating nilagay na list of contractor major equipment units. Next is yung as per DO number 11 series of 2017, kailangan naka-attach din po na meron tayong certification, yung inclusion of minimum testing materials equipment in the technical component of the bid. So dapat po valid din po yung certification. Next po na attachment po is yung original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of corporation. So sa corporation po, kailangan din nyo pong maglagay or mag-attach ng notarized secretary's certificate. So para po yan sa mga corporation, partnership, or cooperative. Or original special power of attorney of all members of joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Next attachment is yung latest General Information Sheet, GIS, reflecting the Beneficial Ownership Information or BOI, duly received by Securities and Exchange for Corporation. So make sure po na for all prospective bidders for corporation, naka-attach po tayo ng latest General Information Sheet na meron pong reflecting beneficial ownership information. Along with it is a sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership in accordance with the Section 82 of the Implementing Rules and Regulation of Republic Act Number 12009 and Pilgrim's Advisory Number 2025-007. So for all corporation po na mag-bid, make sure po na naka-attach tayo ng latest GIS na meron pong beneficial ownership information and as well as sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. Next attachment po is all bidders shall be required to submit a sworn disclosure of relation and beneficial ownership, clearly identifying the natural person who ultimately own, control, or benefit from the bidding entity, whether directly or indirectly through shareholding, voting rights, contractual arrangement, or other means of control. This is in accordance with Section 81.1 of the IRR of Republic Act Number 12009. So aside from, this is applicable po sa lahat po ng bidders po. So dapat meron din po kayong attached na sworn disclosure of relation and beneficial ownership. Next naman po, attachment sa mga medium A contractors are required to submit ISO 9001 2015 certification or its latest applicable version for project costing more than 30 million in accordance with Department Order Number 110 Series of 2024.
Engineer, meron lang akong i-emphasize. So sa lahat po ng contractor na nakikinig and gusto ko lang po i-ask sa secretariat natin na paki-include sa minutes of the meeting of pre-bid conference ang emphasis dito sa requirements na to. Yung requirement G, letter G and H. Please po. So isa-isahin natin, okay? Pag corporation kayo, ang kailangan nyo i-submit is the latest General Information Sheet or GIS. Tapos meron sa last niyan, meron beneficial ownership. Aside from that, Isasubmit din kayo ng sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. This is an affidavit, so ibig sabihin, notaryado po dapat ito. Then, sa letter H, all bidders. So kung corporation kayo, magsasubmit din kayo ng another sworn disclosure of relation and beneficial ownership. So pwede nyo pong paghiwalay nitong sworn disclosure of relation and beneficial ownership. Pwede rin pong isahing document lang. So kindly read na lang po yung section 82 of the implementing rules and regulation of the RA number 12009 and section 81.1 para po malaman po natin yung format na kailangan sa bidding. So again, ine-emphasize ko po ito and magiging basihan po to ng pagkaka-DQ ninyo kung hindi kayo magsasubmit ng letter G and letter H. So Sir Frank, pwede paki-include ito sa minutes of the meeting itong emphasis na to.
Duly noted, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, let's continue. As I mentioned kanina, meron pong tatlong category yung under sa technical component, meron din po tayong financial documents. So, under sa financial documents, ito po yung mga kailangang attachment. Letter A, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement, showing among others the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR. So make sure po yung i-attach natin is stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should be not earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission.
Additional ko lang, so aside dyan sa stamp receipt, ina-allow din natin yung electronically submitted as long as kumpleto yung may email sila, may proof of payment for the submission, so ina-allow natin yun na pwede rin yung stamp receipt, yung may tatak talaga, pwede rin electronically submitted, basta isubmit nila yung proof of submission nila, yung email nila, and yung mga proof of payment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Sir Koy. So, na-emphasize po na pwede rin po daw yung electronic copy po. Next is yung prospective bidders computation of net financial contracting capacity. So make sure po na tama po yung ating formula and computation ng NFCC. So meron din po tayong Class B documents na applicable lang po sa mga joint venture. It is the duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case of joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Yun lang po yung mga documents na kailangan po natin na kailangan nakapaloob po sa legal and technical component envelope. So, proceed naman tayo sa second envelope na kailangan nating ipapasa if magbibid po tayo. So, the second envelope is the financial component envelope. So, ito po yung mga na-attachment na nakapaloob. First is yung original and duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Next is yung original duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities and duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including summary sheet indicating unit prices of the construction material, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in the coming up with the bid. So make sure po na yung unit cost at saka yung contract amount is nag-coincide po sila sa bill of quantities at saka yung detailed estimates. Next po na attachment is yung cash flow na dapat present po siya by quarter. So kung ilan po yung amount ng gibid nyo po is dapat na-coincide din po doon sa total na present sa cash flow. So I think yun lang po yung mga documents na kailangan po nating i-attach if we are if you want to join the bidding po to all our prospective bidders. And I think that's all the documents na kailangan po ipasa. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer. Next agenda is the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post qualification, and award to be discussed with my fellow back secretariat member, Sir Alan Fran. Sir.
Thank you, Sir Frank, and good morning, everyone. So our next agenda is the criteria for eligibility check. So dito po sa criteria for eligibility check, yung back po ng SK Second is using two methods. One is the electronic eligibility na kinokonduct sa CWA. Alam naman po natin na very familiar naman po yung ating mga prospective bidders or yung mga contractors natin with regards to the CWA. We've been using this for a while. The other one is the non-discretionary pass-fail criteria or the presence or absence of documents. So dito muna tayo sa electronic eligibility. Before po tayo magkakandak ng electronic eligibility ay magkakandak muna tayo ng contract profiling. Yung contract profiling po ay ito po yung time na ini-input po natin yung mga basic contract data like the contract ID, the ABC, the contract name, the duration of the contract, and the major work category. So, ang purpose po nito ay para po magkakaroon ng basis yung system to determine whether si prospective bidder ay maging eligible or ineligible. And then, pagka during pala sa electronic eligibility, ang ini-input lamang po dito ay yung pickup license ng mga prospective bidders. And then, mag-generate ng result, CCWA, ipiprint, and then ipo-forward sa back chairman para po during the opening of bids ay ma-verify. The other one is the non-discretionary pass-fail criteria. Ito po ay kinakandak during the opening of bids proper. So during this time, during the opening of bids and preliminary investigation of bids, dito po bine-verify yung lahat ng result doon po sa electronic eligibility. So para po kayo maging eligible bidder, dapat po yung inyong technical proposal at yung financial proposal must be complying with the corresponding checklist. Meron pong checklist yung technical, saka meron din pong checklist yung financial. So para maging eligible bidder, dapat po pumasa po kayo both yung technical and financial proposal. And afterwards, and outright, madidetermine po natin yung lowest bidder after the opening in the preliminary examination of bids. So pagka kayo po ang lowest bidder during the preliminary examination of bids, hindi po yung guarantee na sa inyo po ma-award yung contract. Kasi merong si DPWH magkakonduct po ng another stage which is the detailed evaluation of bids. So dito po sa detailed evaluation of bids, dito po bine-verify yung accuracy ng sinubmit na BOQ. And then after nun, pag meron ng report sa detailed evaluation of bids, mag-determine po yung lowest calculated bidder. So from lowest bidder, after ng detailed evaluation of bids, magkakaroon po tayo ng lowest calculated bidder. And then, the next stage of the procurement process is the post-qualification. So si lowest calculated bid will be undergoing the post-qualification. And pagka po na post-qualified si lowest calculated bidder, siya po ay magiging lowest calculated responsive bid. If not, if si lowest calculated bidder ay na post-disqua, immediately si TWG ay magpuproceed ng post-qualification sa second lowest calculated bid, and so on and so forth, until such time na ma-determine yung lowest calculated responsive bid. By the way, ito po yung mga stages of procurement, like the preliminary examination of bids, the detailed evaluation of bids, and post-qualification. Meron po itong timeline based po doon sa New Procurement Act. And depende na rin po sa complexity ng contract. So, hindi po ito natatapos in a day or 2 days or 3 days. Depende po sa complexity ng contract. And then, pagka po dito pala sa post-qualification, please be reminded na yung ating pong TWG ay very meticulous regarding dun sa inyong mga equipment, sa inyong mga na-pledge na mga yung PE, saka yung ME, it should be, dapat yung mga ME tsaka PE, tsaka yung project manager, dapat po accredited sa Department of Public Works and Highways para po maiwasan po yung delay ng procurement stages. And during the post-qualification, pagka meron na pong tayong lowest calculated responsive bid, ang BAC po ay mag-i-issue ng BAC resolution recommending award to the lowest calculated responsive bid. And then i-approve ni Hope or ng head of the procuring entity, which is the district engineer. And after that, mag-i-issue na po ng NOAA or notice of award doon sa lowest calculated responsive bid. So, bali, to wrap it up, from opening, from eligibility check, magkakaroon tayo ng eligible bidder. During opening and preliminary examination of bids, si eligible bidder ay magiging lowest bidder. And then, pagdating po ng detailed evaluation of bids, si lowest bidder ay magiging lowest calculated bidder. And then, after po ng post-qualification, si lowest calculated bidder ay magiging lowest calculated responsive bid. And just the time na mag-i-issue na po tayo ng award. So, yun po yung flow ng ating agenda, which is the criteria of procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. So, nakikiusap po tayo sa ating mga bidder or contractor na sana po mag-maintain kayo ng updated eligibility documents sa CWA para po maiwasan po natin yung delay ng ating procurement process. Maiwasan yung mga unlocking which cause some delay. So, yun lamang po. And good morning once again. Thank you, Sir Frank.
Thank you, Sir Alan. Okay, for agenda number 2, question, comments from the bidders and replies of BAC and other representatives of procuring entity. So we'll take the lead with them to check kung merong online queries. As of to date, wala pa pong natatanggap ng mga queries, mapa-online man or sa ating physical na conference. So we'll proceed with the next agenda, which is the other matters to be given by yours truly. It has been noted, sir, that the Section 81.1 and Section 82 of the RA 12009 is noted and being part of the minutes of the pre-bid conference. So for the other matters, these are just reminders. Today is May 28, 2026, and this is our activities. On June 10, this will be the deadline of the dropping of bids, and followed by the opening of bids at 10 a.m. on June 10. So, other reminders is yung ating pong bidding documents is available na po sa DPWH website and also sa ating PhilJEP's website. Pwede niyo pong ma-download. And pwede din po kayo makakuha ng hard copy kung gusto niyo po sa aming office upon payment of the applicable bidding document fee. Per contract ID, meron po siyang mga bidding documents amount, no, yung mga cost niya. 406, 50,000, 416, 25,000, 448, 25,000, 449, 10,000, 493, 5,000, 4108, 5,000. So upon pag-present po ng official receipt is marirelease po sa inyo yung ating bidding document, tsaka yung together with that is yung plano po. And also yung sa mga gusto mag-transact, yung naalala lang po natin is yung authorized liaison or the owner, but in behalf ng owner at tsaka ng liaison, kung wala po talaga sila, is ina-acknowledge po natin yung special power attorney na gagamitin ng representative. Dapat po yung representative is connected po dun sa firm with, together with their valid credentials like company ID, and of course dun sa ating notaryado na special power of attorney. Take note po sa ating special power of attorney, hindi po siya dapat general, no? Per contract ID po na dapat ng sasalihan ninyo is naka-indicate dun sa special power of attorney para po to clearly identify na yun po yung nire-represent na contract ID na inyo pong itatransact sa amin. So, yung ating bidding documents is aligned po sa ating new Government Procurement Act or NGPA RA 12009, and as discussed kanina, yung mga required documents and checklist is nandun din po ito sa ating bidding documents, no? Itong checklist na diniscuss ng ating mahal na mga TWG. And ang format po ng ating bidding documents is an A4 size document. If i-compile nyo na po nyo yung bid, make sure po na we suggest po, no, na i-softbound po ninyo, tapos kung nakikita nyo po itong document on your screen, putasin nyo lang po dito sa left middle center part ng inyong document. That is for the filing po ng ating contract documents sa ISO folder natin o sa contract folder natin sa DPWH. And for your panigado na feature, lagyan na po ng pagination number, no? Tsaka make sure po ninyo na updated po ang mga document na inyong i-attach, like mga registrations, as well as yung pagpirma, no, ng mga entries na kailangan pirmahan, dapat po is na make sure ninyo. Also, of course, yung mga executables ng legal, yung mga notaryo, make sure po na stamp, mayroong mga seal. As na-mention kanina, no, yung mga completeness, no, nasa part po ni bidder na i-assure niyo po or i-make sure niya na kompleto po yung kanyang bid na isa-submit. Kalakip din po niyo yung make sure na updated po yung mga i-attach na document. And again, available po ang ating bidding document from Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. sa ating office. Available po sa PhilJEP's and DPWH's website for downloads. And other mga concerns po ninyo, pwede nyo pong idulog sa aming opisina para po kayo ay masagot. Formally masagot po. Thank you. And now, for the next agenda, a summary proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued to be discussed by our members of the support staff ng procurement staff, Ms. Yvonne.
Summary of proceedings. Today, May 28, 2026, the pre-bid conference was called to order at 10 a.m. by our BAC Chairman, Engineer Reynaldo G. Castor. The basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, was discussed by Engineer R.J. Jan Alias of Planning and Design Section. Documents to be submitted by the bidder, both technical and financial component envelope, was discussed by our BAC PWG member, Engineer Dominic Madriaga. The criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, and post-qualification was discussed by Mr. Alan Preno. As checked in the live stream, we don't have any queries from the bidders. And for the other matters, it was discussed by Mr. Franco Revaloreso. Also, the head of the BAC TWG underscored the importance of Section 81.1 and Section 82 of the Implementing Rules and Regulations of RA 12009 and reminded all prospective bidders to take note of its provision for their proper guidance and reference. Thank you.
So, tapos na ba lahat? So, there being none, may I hear a motion for the adjournment of this conference? So, nag-motion through online and also seconded. So, this conference is adjourned on, hindi na kailangan pa ba ng time? Hindi. Adjourned at exactly 12:24 a.m. Thank you.